So in this video, we're going to talk about HIMMS' definition of interoperability, which was sort of approved by the HIM in by HIMMS in 2013. So there's three parts to this, and if there's a graphic to this, we could put together. The way that I remember it is that you have a foundation, you have structural, and then you have semantic. So the way that I remember HIMMS interoperability is SSF. And what I do is I take those letters and I think, what is the interoperability fuss about? So foundation, structure, semantics. So if you take a look at the foundational interoperability, this allows data to be exchanged. And it allows data to be exchanged from one information technology system to be received by another. And it does not require the ability for the receiving information technology system to actually interpret that data. So this is a key question here. So no interpretation of the actual data. All right, the structure is basically your message format standards. It's basically says that the integrity of the health data from one system to another has to be preserved and unaltered. It is the syntax. This semantic is more of the higher level interoperability, where it says that it takes advantage of both structuring of data exchange and the coordination of data, including the vocabulary, so that the receiving technology systems can interpret the data. So data is interpreted with semantic level interoperability. With foundation level interoperability, there's not. When you receive the data, you don't interpret it. At the top level, you do interpret it. And so if you take a look at it, I think that this was modeled after the human body, where the brain is at the top. And in the physical world, at least, if somebody talks to somebody's foot, they sure may receive that data, but they may not have the best neurological system to interpret the data. So that's sort of at the foundation. But if you speak to somebody at the level of their face so that they can hear, they are going to be able to interpret the data. So semantic level data, structural level data, and functional level data interoperability is basically the basics of this definition. So there's really a strong key to this, is that it says that interoperability is the ability of different information technology systems and software applications to communicate. They can exchange data and use information that has been exchanged. So that's this top level. There's three levels, once again: foundation, structural, and semantic. And the way that I remember it is, what's all the fuss about?